Okay, start. We are talking today, right now, on the subject of Tribhanga, this Netflix series, which is available. The Tribhanga series picture is available on Netflix. This is a movie which I like it, so I decided to give the review. But instead of review, I'm going to give a different way of looking at the movies. That is my main concept. The movie is very nice. Don't like to review the movie because I'm not a right person to make the review. But as far as I'm concerned, it's worth watching, enjoying. There are three things which I love it. When you see the movie, you would have a fun. You would like to see the movie again. Number one. Number two, no violence. Number three, the way you're looking at the world and gender, female gender would totally different after seeing the movie. And people have a different inhibition in their life for divorce, not staying together, marriage. This totally concept would change because if we want to grow if India has to compete with China in Indian economy, female empowerment is a must. And Tribhanga is a series, a picture which shows this. Now, with this brief introduction of my review, I'm not reviewing, I'm saying when you see the movie, how I have seen the movie, that is what I'm explaining. The, the middle one is the Tribhanga is an autobiography which is written of Nayantara, which is written by Nayantara with the help of Milan. And Nayantara was not able to write, she was an author, but lately she was not able to write because of uh, mm, scrambling. So uh, it was with the help of what they were doing. They were photographing all things. Movie bana dete the. Then they were writing. Milan was supporting her. This is called Tanvi Azmi Nayantara. This is the middle one. Left one is Kajol, which is Anuradha, called Annu in the movie. Right side, uh, the little girl, which is Mithil Palkar, which is called Masha. This is the main photograph, and the other one is this is the one which I love it. Now you can you distinguishedly see Nayantara, Anuradha, and Masha. This is the Tribhanga. Tribhanga is an Odyssey name, Odyssey thing, and she has got a daughter, and Anu has a brother called Robindro, which is there in the movie. That this whole movie is quite enlightening. One of the few of the scripts can change the way you look at life. I love this movie in the social angle. One more thing, which is they have used the foul language, but foul language has made the movie maybe intentionally. If that not, if that foul language would not have been made, people would love to see more, but language are never foul. The way you look at it is foul, but it's a wonderfully crafted movie. You love to see it. Now I'm going to talk about Tribhanga, Tribhanga, Teddy Mary Crazy. The movie you see, you will be amazingly surprised. You would have like it like many renowned movie like Sole also. But Sole is exceptionally well crafted, where a lot of expenditure is required. It's a very simple movie where Kajol is daughter. Anu is called Anu. Tanvi Azmi. Nayan Apte mother. Mithila Palkar as Masha granddaughter. Kunaal Roy Kapur as Milan, who is assisting Nayan Apte. Tanvi Azmi for seeing his autobiography. In the end of the movie, he comes and delivers the autobiography when Tanvi Azmi, Nayan was dead. She died and she delivered it to Anno. Robindro is a brother of Kajol. He's a very enlightened person, very simple. He has got no need, and the way he talks at the end of the day, in between the talk, you would love to hear that that script only 4 5 sentences. interview which he gives for the purpose of autobiography. Uh, Nayan wants that their two sons would give their view on my autobiography. Their one view was given by Robindro, that Masha has also given a view and Anu has also given a view. They said in their life, I had not given a choice according to them. So let their view be in my autobiography. The movie, the last scene was a movie which started with that. This would be there. So actors Tanvi, Azmi, Kajol and Mithila Palkar, Nayan, Anuradha in this thing. This is Hindi made, directed by Renuka Shahane. She's the first, it is, this Tribhanga is her first movie in Hindi. She has made one more movie in Marathi. The film revolves around dysfunctional family of a true woman, basically Kajol and Tanvi. Mithila is just going to marry, is already just married. And the title derives from dance from poses from Odyssey, which is described as imperfect but beautiful, quite like live three women. This is one of the most profound movie I'd seen. This is regarding estranged mother, Nayan, falls into coma. A self-made single mom grapples with regret and resentment while reflecting the strained relationship. Anu find this. Tribhanga is a story about troubled family. Kajol Akka Anuradha, who is a loggerhead with her mother. Kajol was always fighting with Anu, uh, with Tanvi, Nayan. She was not calling her mother as mom, but called Nayan. And her brother Robindra always is having a long partnership with his brother, with her brother, and brother was very. They both are so perfect with each other. So one says, and Robindo never says any doubt about what Anu says. That was a relationship. So mother in one of our talks says that if they two are my Kedar, it would have been wonderful for me. But that was not the case. Tribhanga spans from 1980s to the present day. Tanvi Azmi's Nayans is a misfit to the era when she set in. She is a writer, strong-headed, not that all her way are good or good intention, but everybody had their own flaws. Kajol is a generation ahead and takes some trait of her mother and is a woman with a voice and anger. She is telling a lot of foul language, but she's very clean by heart, and she was a celebrity, so she had to go deal with all these things also. Mithila Palkar was her daughter. Masha was a present day person. She is expected to have a combination of her mother and grandfather, but she was quite different. She is contradictory. That I'll talk on each character in detail later on. And not Shuddh Hindi, where some of the words are spoken to make movie lighter, and the fuck word is so much here used that fuck is not a gali, but it's a simple word which generously people should use. They should not much obsess with that word, because our creature comes out of that only. It should not be look at it other way around. The film was delivered in Maharashtra, in Bombay. The story is set up. The Maharashtra Kagda Bandle Besan ke laddu. Sweet laddu was very much shown. Very tasty is also shown in the movie. Last word for the movie, which I use: a parent always sacrifice for more than what you know about. We as a child does not know what sacrifice parent has made for us. We always miss that. One should never miss what parents has done for them. We many times misunderstood what parents has done for us. But at least we should go ahead. This movie gives one of the most important lessons. The child should not forget the sacrifice they have made in the prejudices which they have created in their mind. which was later was dissolved. This is nothing but Tanvi, Azmi, Nayantara, Apte, for which I'm going to talk how the uh, writer and the director has created this movie. I'm talking about this Kirdar only right now. She was predominantly a writer. She was born to be a writer. When she married to her husband, she said that I'm going to write down. I don't have any ambition, but it's my passion to live. She chooses her husband on the basis of the promises made by him. They have the two children. Her mother-in-law was always troubling her. And the time has come for her to depart from that house. And she left that house. And she lived with the two children. After living that children, she was living honorarily, uh, religiously to keep their two children and her passion alive. But anyhow, the Vikram, who's a photographer, chased her, and chased her to such an extent that she feel that I'm alive because of that. That her ex-husband was not taking care, and when she feel alive, she said, "Let's marry." She married that Vikram. But Vikram molested her daughter Anuradha. She was having so much faith in that Vikram. She never know that she has molested her, though it was done in her presence. Because of that, Anuradha has got a lot of grievance against her. And Nayan was not that kind of lady which would pardon this type of mischief by anyone. Nayan allows her daughter to have a freedom, possibly give her whatever she wants in her choice unconditionally. Whatever she makes a choice, it doesn't matter. I will support her. Anuradha chooses to marry someone from Russia. She allowed her to marry. She married them before she delivered a baby. That boy disappeared, but still she supported her. But Nayan, Anuradha does not know that. She has supported it fully. Now, Anuradha was suffering from that molestation till the end of the movie, until she reconciled with that. That is not shown in the movie, but she was a horrible time in the years to come, and she was always aggressive because of the event happened with her. Nayan was very simple and ready to support her, and did until the end of her life, Anuradha. And Anuradha in and this Kajol, Yani Anu, in one of her interview, she confessed that she was molested by Vikram, and she heard that, and when she heard that, she in her autobiography said, "I'm sorry for that." In her autobiography, when Anu knows that her mother, she showed her video, and she said that she confessed that it was my mistake. Then she realized that the misunderstanding stand dissolved. Now, until right now, Anu was calling her mother as Nayan. Now, after realization of that, she started calling her mother as Nayan to mom bolna chalu kiya usne. She started changing the way she used. Nayan always loved her son and her granddaughter also. So there was no fault of misunderstanding created by both on her part. Nayan's son's Robindro was totally aligned with his sister Anirudh. Milan was supporting Nayan in writing her autobiography. Nayan fought a court battle to have the name written after her daughter's name. She said that my husband has nothing done for her, so why my name should not be written? She fought a case in court for 10 years, and then her name was allowed. But that was rebellion against Nayan does not like it. Nayan said that Nayan again says that choosing Masha's married family. Masha is a granddaughter of Nayan. She chooses a family. She does not have a say in the matter. But not going to them and meeting them is his personal choice. Okay. The dialogue offers real conversation of full insight and humor. Anuradha's conversation with Nayan's biographer Kunaal Kapur, where she explains the delight of using popular language, English is priceless. So this is the way. Whole when you see the movie, you will feel flawless. You will enjoy each conversation dialogue. They will be so directly. This is only 95 minutes movie, It's worth seeing twice, thrice. Once you see, you'll be mesmerized with the movie. This is what I'm seeing. To summarize, Nayantara, she lives with her passion of writing and honoring all relationships in the midst of choices, be it first, second marriage, or otherwise. She never dishonored her children in spite of breakup. She supported Anuradha in spite of she has become loggerhead to her. In the end, during her autobiography, she allowed her children to put their view. Wonderful character created by director and writer. This character I love the most. Now I'm going to Kajol. Kajol was called as Anuradha, called Anno. Wonderful character, wonderful acting, wonderful dialogue writer, script writer. Everything is so meticulously planned. I'm proud of the movie which India is making now. Anuradha is the protagonist in the movie. Anuradha was loggerhead with her mother. She was using very foul language, but absolute clarity what she wants. She was molested by Vikram, her stepfather, in her own house. She has a very good terms with her brother Robindro. She has a daughter called Misha. She was celebrity. She was victim turned into defiant performer in her life. She was protecting her daughter Misha in all facets of life, net to bell. Minisha also knows that my mother would not let me down in any case. She was in anger with her mother for molestation. When Anu realized that Nayan was not knowing, Nayan was compassionate towards her mother. In the end, when she was in hospital, she realized that my mother was not responsible for my molestation. She could have gone far away, which I had did it. She borrowed the same tendency from her mother. When Misha was there, she was not allowing any male gender to her house because she was known what she happens. She doesn't want to allow her to. So that is coming from the past. She was taking care of that. And all the drama between Anuradha and Nayan was seen by Misha very carefully. She was understanding but she was very. I'm talking about Masha later on. Another sums up the personality of a woman in her family through dance and poses. Her, after the introduction, Connerval, their life has changed. They have given a new way of life. Robindro was introduced to Krishna consciousness, and she was introduced to Odissi dance. So that was when Masa's birth took place. Kunaal Singh were come. I'm not going into that. Anuradha sums up her personality of the woman, her family through dances. Herself as a Tribhanga. She called herself as a Tribhanga Tedhi Medhi. She was notorious. She was like Ingor, Elisi, that was called, her name was called Tribhanga. Her mother was genius and rebellious. That is called Abhanga. That is slightly imbalanced. Because of his genius and both nature, she cannot be balanced. Her masa and attributes of Sambhanga, that is complete balance. These are the three words, Tribhanga, Abhanga, and Sabhanga, is borrowed from Odissi dances to her daughter. So, caught in the middle of caring her for mother and encouraging her daughter Misha to have a voice in her husband's voice, Masha marries to a very traditional family. When they were in the hospital, she was explaining Masha for a lot of things. And I'm going into the conversation later on. But my main purpose here is to, when you see the movie, you would see with a different view of Langar, because I'm not going to tell you the story. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to talk about characters. So when you see the movie, you would have a different way of looking at the movie. That is the purpose for which this talk is. Caught in the middle of her mother, encouraging her daughter Masha to find a voice in her husband's conservative family. And Anuradha was making Masa to go against their family and start rebelling against them. But Masa was very cool, very collected, very kind and conversant. She loves the family unconditionally. She was ready to adjust with them unconditionally. This is the way the conversation was going on. Anuradha's voice and husband, sorry, Anudara has this decisive recovery. Anuradha is still reliving the unhealed childhood trauma. She was a central character. When Masha defied Annu, that she made her life miserable. At the point of time, in the discussion between Anuradha and Masha, she said that you made my life miserable. As she was telling to her mother, Masha told the same way, same pattern, and she gave the reason. She said that because of you, I have to think I'm a bastard. I don't have a parent. I'm an orphan. But she said, if you had told me I could have killed so many, I would killed them. But say, whom you will kill? There are in all of her saying that. But she was very cold. Now Anu was able to understand that as I am angry on my mother, Masa is still angry on me. But she was not showing the anger. She was composed, cool, collected, and chooses what she wants to do in this arena. Reason being PTM. PTM जब पर्सनल विजिट होती थी बराबर है तो शी वॉज कमिंग विद अ डिफरेंट बॉयफ्रेंड शी वॉज annoyed with that and many times she has to listen from her friend circle and teacher also. She handled the anger very well at the end by Anuradha. In the end they both hug each other and accepted the misunderstanding and they said their choices are always made in the moment and it may not I do not if I know that it would have hurt you I would not have made these choices and we cannot relive our choices. We have to live in the moment. And they compromised, they accepted the situation and they started giving hug and accepted the situation. This was the most uh, profound direction which I have ever seen in the movie. So this is a kirdar of Anuradha. Now I'm going into kirdar of Masha. Masha is the daughter of Kajol, Anuradha, granddaughter of Nayantara, Tanvi, Azmi. She has made an impact on the movie by speaking nothing, by speaking very little. The way the director has composed the character, quite amazing. It's beyond the age of that person. So I love Masha so much in this movie. When her phone comes from her husband, she said most of the time my mother-in-law calls from her number. She is going to deliver a baby soon. Okay, baby. Then they made a gender test, and they said there is a female, male gender, and her mother was very angry on her, but she was cool, calm, collected, and handled her with so much care and caution. So I love this scene. And she वीडियो फोन से वो बात करती है वीडियो फोन में भी वो मदर इन लॉ से बात करती है तो भी घूंघट उठा के बात करती है दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ कंपैशन and passion to see that her child, Masa's child, does not be called as orphan. As she was called as orphan, not no father, because he is not her father. This is the way she behaves uncharacteristically, right? So this is the character of our young generation. They can go anywhere to do what they want. They're very kind, very compassionate. Anybody who's saying that our young generation is arrogant, I say nothing. This is the kirdar of Masha. And our whole film industry is a mirror of us. So you cannot say that it is once in a blue moon. Masha surprised everyone by choosing a more conventional life. She chooses joint family. She allows the gender testing. She compromises and adjusts with the family. She loves and respects all as old tradition. She also chooses choosing Gungat. She appreciates that her mother protective to her. She appreciated that mother was protective. She was a rebel, does not like it because of some reason, but she loves her mother. Not like Anu was not handling her mother very well. Anu knows Masa knows that her mother does not give respect to Naina. She was not talking as mama. She was knowing everything, but she's cool, calm, collected, not attached with them, but focus on what he wants. She still has a grievance and which turned into a backseat. The grievance that has come different boyfriend, ADM, Masha surrenders herself to a patriarchal family just so her kids could have people to call there and not to be treated as orphan. Masha does not judge herself for doing what she does. Masha is a conclusion to dark comment that all the three have faced. Mithil Palkar, with her straight hair, impressed with her balanced demeanor. Also, it must have been seen as a pressure to have noticed between two giant Tanvi, Azmi, and Kajol. She was present there as she is, and she was catching the grey eyeballs of the people. Then, in the end, both Anu and Masha realized that both cannot relive their life. They have to be. The life is perfect the way they are perfect, and they said our choices are perfect in our imperfection of our life and decision. They accept the mistake, and in the end, they. Uh, this is the director. I love this direction. This is the first movie in Hindi. Director Renuka Shahane. Movie touches what are the parties. Movie has a lot of messages to be given. Everything is here. Touches child abuse, yes. Female feticide, yes. Undermandling love, undemanding love. People always crave for love. One marriage, second marriage, marriages after marriage, relationship after relationship. People live in conflict with one another. Understanding that you cannot live your life, what happened. This any event which is a past, you should not carry as a guilt. You should live as an experience. That is the message they have to give. Many times we misjudge our beloved one and harm them, particularly parents. We misjudge our parent and harm them. We live in our heart then outside. The movie said that everything is inside. There is a lot of awaj baju maave છે. There are so many noises, but you can live in your head, not outside world. How we are incompassionate to our beloved one because of our belief and misunderstanding, particularly to our children also. We incompassionate. We are compassionate towards all other people, but to our beloved one, we are not. Choices are making from our past happening. If we do not forget our past, we are making decision of our past. Let's give an example. Kajol, Anu was molested at her home. So she decided that I would not allow anyone to be at home, and because of that she chooses not to marry. Mithali, Masha was called orphan. So she chooses to stay in a family which is, she doesn't like her or not. She chooses that. So past has become our choices. So what director says connect in these all movies, the child abuse, female festicide, undemanding love, personal conflict, we go on relationship after relationship wanting love. Understanding you cannot, it gives an example that you cannot live life past. Whatever decision you are taken, it's okay. May not be right or wrong. Many times we misjudge our family and we make that person suffer and we make ourselves suffer as Kajol had done to Naina. So whatever scene may not be the true in life. These are the main fundamental they have covered here. Now I am talking about our film industry has come of our age. The movie is nothing but a reflection of our whole society. The movie is making a sea changes in life. Okay, this movie make you more adaptive to the people around you who are having a marriage, broken relationship. You will not choose to say somebody why your father has taken a divorce, why you are living in relationship with the child. You would love child which has gone through Masha and Nayan. Masha and Anno both have suffered because of the torture made in the school also. So now we, after seeing the movie, will see that we will not harm anyone else like that, which has been suffered by Anu and Masha. Even teachers also. Generally, teacher doesn't do so. But this movie is not saying that this has been done outrageously all time. Once in a blue moon happened, but it should not happen because it hurts the child very badly, and it affects the whole life. So this is one of the message. Woman empowerment is coming of an age. If India is to grow, these three women showing different character, they have all the problems in their life, they still stood and come up. Those people who are wanting love, appreciation, going to a psychiatrist, they should see the movie. How passionately when Anuradha, when Nayan left with two children and only writing no regular income, she stood up and stand for it. Anu, her husband has left before she born. She's thrown her mother out. She said, I'll keep of my daughter. That is the love she has for Masha. Masha, the character you love it from bottom of I say all credit. I would go to Renuka Shahane for creating a Masha in the movie. I would again talk one sentence about Robindro. Robindro's talk in the movie for 2 minutes is worth saying it n number of times. That gives you a lot of clarity in your life. Nayan represents a dysfunctional family does not mean you're lost. Anu represent our woman gender are outspoken. Anu represent like golly, we are not going to be hit. We cannot be hit. We would hit you back the way you hit us. This is Anu's presence. This is Anu's presence in the world now. This is Renuka Shahane did a wonderful job. Anu says, I'm not going to be fathomed by the pressure you create. She wore an Odyssey dress and gone. The swing movie. She was trolled in the Twitter. And she was and her partner says, it's okay, you've been trolled not once, so many times. That's not an issue. The generation to have choice now, they have choice. Live-in-ship is not a talk of a town, it's absolutely normal. Masha represents new generation, ready to adopt old tradition family culture. Salute to writer director for taking India into a woman empowerment arena. Movie watching more than once, you will have a fun. You would live with no violence in your mind, and you become more adaptive, more sensitive to the family who are not having who are dysfunctional family, and you would see that you will not make anything to hurt them. This is only thing you would take care. You would not have a you would not go and they don't need help. They don't need your bullshit. That is what I'm saying. With this, I'm concluding with this remark. See movie. See ask people to see the movie. Number one movie I have ever seen in the years to come. Thank you very much. With this, my name is C. Nitin Pathak. I'm a president of Isaka chapter. I am going to put in YouTube. My blog is there, nitinpathak.blogspot.com. I am a chartered accountant. There are many presentations available in there. My YouTube address is YouTube channel C. Nitin Pathak. My mobile number is every Friday 6:30 we are presenting a different Zoom seminar on different subject. Last 29th February 2011, Friday 6:30, we are going to have a Zoom seminar on artificial intelligence, a series called Race in AI. I have taken previous on artificial intelligence is a present scenario. With this, I come to an end. See you once again. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.